#1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The unofficial results are in from the local government elections in South Abaco. In the Sandy Point Township, 5 persons were elected. Shanique Bain, Stephanie Roberts, Cyril Dean, Darren Sands, and Annette Burrows. In Crossing Rocks, 5 persons were elected to that town area. They are Charles Walker, Theodora Williams, Leon Carroll, Arthur Williams, and Israel Williams. In Moores Island, the successful candidates are Verne Stewart, Ganva Johnson, Holly Davis, Anthony Williams, and Brenda May McBride. No elections were held in the Cherokee Sound Township. That includes Casuarina Point and Bahama Palm Shores, as only the required 4 candidates nominated. In other news, the Rotary Club continuing to make its motto of service above self a reality for Grand Bahamians. The service organization presenting a mother with the keys to a brand new home in the Western District this past weekend. Our Jamila Mizik reports.
Another family receiving a brand new home thanks to the Rotary organization on Grand's Bahama. Rotarians, family, and friends gathering in the West End settlement for a handing over ceremony. Member of the Rotary GB Disaster Committee, James Salts, noting that the home is one of 1,000 homes repaired by Rotary.
We were on these grounds just a couple months ago, less than that, and there was an older home here that had suffered so poorly. And Billy and Liz just said, on we go, and the crew took it down, and this is what we have. So we're so happy to be here. Thank you for joining us this morning. Rotary is all about service above self, and it's our privilege to be able to put Lakeitha Bethel in a brand new home built by Team Seagrape.
Rotary Area Governor Billie Jean Ferguson making the official presentation. Ferguson thanking all of the Rotary clubs on the island for their involvement, as well as Team Seagrape for their dedicated efforts and everyone else who made the initiative possible. She says the project started after receiving a phone call from a fellow Rotarian.
I couldn't give her any assurity, any promises, but I simply said to her, if it is possible, I will have a look at it. And once the funds came in through an anonymous donor, and we want to say thank you, I know you're listening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The funds came in, and I met with the team, the Rotary Disaster Relief Committee, and I presented the proposal to them, and they happily said a resounding yes to you, Tina. They said yes, they will tear that old house down and they will build you a new one.
The new homeowner taking the opportunity to thank Rotary for the heartfelt donation to her and her family.
I want to give God thanks. He's been so amazing to me. And to all the Voltarians, I just don't know what to say. You're the best. You're really blow my mind. When I got the call, I was between sleep and wake. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, God answered my prayers. Wow. Oh Lord, I just don't know what to say. God is so good. I am very thankful of y'all, whoever is here, friends and family. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the sponsors. Thank you all so much.
Now, after the brief ceremony, the keys were then handed over and the ribbon cut, making it official. Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
In the name of the Father.
Awesome news there. Way to go, Rotary. Jay Philippe comes your way next with the Monday Evening Sports Report.
Good evening, I'm Jay Philippe and welcome to Sports. It was a jam-packed weekend with a whole lot of action. Let's jump into it with some updates in track and field. In track and field, a record-setting performance by junior Chiron Kemp led the Minnesota State University Moorhead track and field teams at the University of North Dakota Open, which was held on the weekend. The former Tabernacle Falcon broke his own school record in the triple jump with an effort of 51.9 on Saturday, which is the best jump in the Division II so far this season. Still in track and field, but staying in the pit, the Masvia Deems improves her season's best in the triple jump with a jump of 12.04 meters for a second-place finish at the Washburn meet in Topeka, Kansas. Now in the track, Deems also ran the 60 meters and ran her personal best of 7.75 seconds. Sticking with track and field, Michaelin Forbes took part in the 400 meters this past weekend as well at the Pittsburgh State Invitational Track Meet and ran 49.80 seconds, which placed him 19th overall for the Southwest Baptist University track program. Forbes also took part in the men's 200 meters, where he finished 14th place overall in a time of 22.33 seconds. Switching gears now to the NFL, Super Bowl 56 is set, with the Rams edging the 49ers in the NFC Championship game. Los Angeles made good of their trade for Matthew Stafford and are back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. The Rams' appearance in the Super Bowl isn't too surprising, but what happened in the AFC was for the first time in over 3 decades, the Cincinnati Bengals are Super Bowl bound thanks in big part to Joe Burrow. The Bengals was able to knock off the Kansas City Chiefs 27-24 in an overtime thriller to book their tickets to the Super Bowl, which is expected to take place February 13 in Inglewood, California. Sticking with football, Grand Beam and Michael Strawn of the Indianapolis Colts made a surprise visit to Grand Bahama and was greeted by family and friends at the international airport. Sports official Norris Bain was on hand and talked about Strawn's impact on young athletes.
We are very proud of what Michael Strawn and his parents have been able to accomplish, and seeing him reach such a milestone. And I'm sure that there are thousands of other young men in Grand Bahama who can now look at Michael and say, hey, this is possible. I can do this with commitment, dedication, hard work. This is possible. And I'm just hoping that Michael will continue to serve as a role model for the other young men that are coming through our system here as it relates to sports.
And that's all I have for you in sports. I'm Jay Philippe. Be blessed.